Welcome back to the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Today, I'm visiting Fenn Valley Vineyards with my parents. This video marks the beginning of a series of videos I plan to record, highlighting vineyards in the state of Michigan. So, the first thing we did is went inside and ordered some wine. They offer different guided tours, but we simply just ordered a flight of wine and took them outside. So they've got plenty of seating inside if it happens to be a rainy day. And they are actually celebrating 50 years of being in business this year, which is quite impressive. It's hard to believe that the state of Michigan makes such delicious wines, but the vineyards that we've been visiting so far are just outstanding. Fenn Valley offers quite a few different wines. I believe they have 25 or more. As you can see here, all these different bottles. I was pleasantly surprised that every wine I ordered was really good. So at the end of this video, I'll give them a report card. Since I'm going to be doing multiple videos, I figured we might as well compare them side by side. So this is the outdoor area. They've got plenty of picnic tables. They've got cornhole. They've got an outdoor stage. They actually do events throughout the year. So what we're going to do is enjoy our wine. We actually ordered a charcuterie board, which is meats and cheeses and olives and nuts. And that was just $15. That served all three of us easily as a light snack, I guess you'd say. And the wine, we got 7 glasses of wine, or 7 tastings for just $10, which I thought was quite fair. There's my parents. My mom's excited. So look at all the different wines they offer. I mean, the list is just extensive. And as I said, all 7 of mine were really good. All right, flip it over. They've got different fruit wines, and they've got different ciders and white wines and red wines. So in just a few minutes, I'm going to actually take you on a tour of the vineyard itself. The estate is 240 acres, and it is quite beautiful. My poor dad, he never knows what to do in the video. I think he was about to say cheers, but then he held back. But they've got plenty of stuff to do for kids. Dogs are welcome, so feel free to bring your dog. And then after we finished the flight of wine, we decided to go in, and my parents ordered a glass of wine. And that was only $4. That varies according to what you want to order, but the one they ordered was just $4. So as we walk through this estate, I wanted to give you some more information about this place. So I wanted to differentiate this place. There is a downtown Saugatuck tasting room, and this is not that. This is the actual vineyard in Fennville. So be careful if you Google Fenn Valley, make sure you actually come to the vineyard itself. So as I mentioned, it was 7 tastings for $10. The glass of wine was $4. The charcuterie board was $15. Dogs are welcome, as I mentioned. The Fenn Valley Wine Festival for 2024 will be on June 22nd. I think it has already come and gone for this year, but you can put that on your calendar. And as I mentioned, the location of this place is about 20 minutes north of South Haven. It's 240 acres altogether. They get 4.7 stars on Google. We were pleasantly surprised with everything here except for the service was quite subpar. We'll talk about that at the end when I give them a report card. So it was a little bit of a cloudy day. Actually, I don't think it was so much clouds as it was the smoke from the wildfires in Canada. That green barn there, I'm not sure if that is a wedding venue or what. But I think they kind of encourage you to walk and check out the vineyards. It's all just part of the experience. There's my parents walking down the road. I was able to capture some birds on video. Since it is an outdoor show, I try to grab as much of nature as possible. But as I mentioned, we were pleasantly surprised. My parents really enjoyed all of the wines they tasted as well. We were thinking to ourselves, why haven't we done this before? These vineyards have been here for 50 years, And this is our first time visiting, my second time visiting. So this is kind of at the end of the vineyards. There were a couple houses being built off to the side there. And we really enjoyed the walk. I didn't grab an extra glass of wine because I had the camera in my hand. But my parents grabbed a glass, and it was a fairly sizable pour for $4. We were quite pleased with that. My poor parents, they are just kind of along for the ride. They make for good models, though. All right, so we're getting towards the end of this tour, and then I'm going to give them a report card so that we can compare these vineyards side by side. All right, so this is the building itself, and I'm zooming in on the entrance where you would go in when you decide to come visit. I would highly encourage visiting this place. It was a ton of fun. So these report cards, I want to measure them according to the cost, measure them according to the wine, the service, and the atmosphere. So the cost I thought was really fair, 7 tastings for $10, and the glass of wine was just $4, so they get 5 stars in that area. The wine, they offered many different types of wine, and the wine itself was amazing, so I definitely give them 5 stars there as well. Now, when it comes to the service, we walked in, and I gotta be honest, I felt like I was inconveniencing them by forcing them to do their job. They just weren't that welcoming. Not to bash them by any means, they're probably overworked, and they weren't rude or anything along those lines. It just wasn't great service, and I'm big on when it comes to service. So I'm gonna give them 2 stars. And then the atmosphere obviously was amazing. When you go, you definitely want to sit outside if the weather's nice. So I give them 5 stars in that arena. And so overall, they get 17 stars. And I think that's a pretty good report card. My next video will be on the Michigan Wine Company, which is also located in Fennville. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We will see you next time.